This is the last time I'm addressing this wheelchair thing. I already let y'all know what the truth is.
Cleveland, this is for you.
And then why did he fake that injury and had to wheel him?
Ready to go.
All right, everybody, this your boy Paul Pierce, AKA The Truth. Now look, there's been a lot of stories said about my career and how I was as a player. But look, I'm here to clear the air and set the record straight. Now here, I got my truth box. And here is some pictures and things about my career that I can dive into. So we're gonna open up this box and whatever's in here, I'm gonna share a little story about that picture. So come on in and join me. Let's see what we got. I'm not even gonna look. Of all things, I picked this picture. The infamous wheelchair game. Everybody has something to say about it. What really happened? What was you heard or not? I'm gonna set the record straight. Leading up to the championship game, the Detroit Pistons. Man, this is who we knew we were gonna have to go through in order to get to the finals. They have been running the Eastern Conference for the last 4 or 5 years, the big bad Detroit Pistons. Rasheed Wallace, Chauncey Billups. Emotions is high, but look, we got home court advantage. We've been dominant at home all year long. So we feel like, we could get them. Game 1 happens, we beat them. Game 2, something that happened to us that haven't happened to us all playoff long. We finally lost our first home game in the playoffs in the Eastern Conference Finals. Fast forward to game 6, we win in Detroit. Man, the emotion was like, we in the finals, can y'all believe it? Because the Lakers had already punched their ticket to the finals, so they was waiting on us. Man, do you know, man, I remember being in Detroit and we celebrated the gray ball that they give you before you get to the gold ball. We were screaming, beat LA, beat LA. And then I just remember the flight home, man. We got home, we all went to KG house and we just couldn't sleep that night, man. Just couldn't sleep. We was up all night. I know a lot of us went over there, just hung out, had some wine or something, and we were just like, man, y'all, we really did it. We made it to the finals. And so now we game 1, NBA Finals versus the Lakers. Boston, Celtics, and the Lakers. I couldn't have ever dreamed it would come to this. It's just because as a kid, I was a Laker fan, and I watched the Boston Celtics versus the Lakers growing up, and now I get to be a part of history, and just the emotions were high. The energy, cameras, lights, the fans is going crazy out in the parking lots, and it's just so many raw emotions that you just like, man, I finally made it. And then I get to play against Kobe Bean Bryant. Like, I'm talking about one of the best of this era. It was just like, man, it was like a dream come true. I couldn't even wrote it up any better. This is all I ever wanted, was to have an opportunity to play in the championship, and I get to do it against the Lakers. It's always added fuel from a competitive standpoint when you playing against the Lakers and it's Boston. It's just a sense of pride when you play for the Boston Celtics that like, hey, it's the Lakers. We gotta beat them. That's what we built our reputation on, beating the Lakers over the years. You see all them banners up there? We beat the Lakers a lot. And so I couldn't be one of those teams that, for the new generation to play against the Lakers, to lose to them. So I knew there was a lot of pressure hanging on our hats. So now we're gonna talk about the infamous wheelchair, the play, and how it all broke down. So from my memory, this is the best of my memory because this has been talked about since. I'm guarding Kobe Bryant. I think we're on the left side of the court. And I just remember him driving down middle. I'm sliding with him. And I go to contest. Like, I usually contest every shot. So I know he's about to take off on one leg and shoot a like runner. And usually I'm gonna go up and challenge it. When I got to the paint, I just remember my leg got stuck. I couldn't even get off the ground. So as I'm about to go up and jump, I don't know if I stepped on Perkins' foot or my leg just something just happened to where it tweaked and I go straight down and I feel a sharp pain in the middle of my knee going straight down my leg, and it didn't feel good. You know how you get that funny bone feeling in your elbow? That's what I had in my knee, and that's what I was feeling. So what's going through my mind is I'm thinking like, man, I know something's going on. I hope I don't have a torn ACL or some knee damage because I've never had this feeling in my knee my whole career. I don't know what it feels like to tear your knee up. So I just felt a sharp pain. It went numb, and that's the only thing I feel right now. And let me tell you, that's not a good feeling. We all know how a funny bone feels. It's not a good feeling. It's not comfortable. I'm on the ground, and our head trainer, Ed Lissert, is in my ear. He's like talking to me like, how's it feel? Where's the pain? I'm like, it's in my knee. It hurts. It hurts. You know, like when you in the moment, you don't tell them, go get me a wheelchair. You don't tell the trainer, have somebody pick me up. They were like, don't put no pressure on it. So at that point, Tony Allen, I remember, comes over. Ed's like, come here. We don't want him to put no pressure on it. His knee, severe pain. So I remember they carried me off the court. Started right there. So at that point, you know, I'm still like, it's numb. So I just remember trainer like, don't put no pressure on it. So they picked me up. Pain is still in my knee. And as I get to the back hallway, they have a wheelchair there ready for me. So they like, all right, get in the wheelchair. Don't put no pressure on the knee yet. We'll take you back to the locker room and you will evaluate it when we get to the back. So they wheel me back to the back, you know, and as they wheeling me, I'm sitting there and I'm like, it's uncomfortable. So then they like, all right, sit up on the training table. So I get up, and this is the first time of me putting pressure on it. So at this point, right here, it feels like it's calming down. And so when I get to the back, he's like, get on the training table, I'm gonna test it out. So we get on the training table, he lifts my leg up, moves it up and down, side to side. At that point, I remember, I realized like, well, I know it ain't broke. I don't feel nothing clicking, no ligament damage. And so I'm like, it just was numb. It went numb and it was wearing down. So I stood up and I put weight on it for the first time. So then I'm like, oh, okay. Most of the guys who I've seen tore their ACL couldn't put weight on it. So I was like, man, it's coming back. It's coming back. So I started getting on my tippy toes and I was like, okay. You know, so in the moment you scared because you never felt this feeling in your knee. You don't know what it is. I never felt my knee tingle and go numb all the way down to my ankle. You know what I'm saying? I never felt that feeling. So I stood on it and I'm like, all right, it's wearing out. So I'm like, man, I think I'm all right. He was like, well, wait, hold on. I said, man, get me a knee brace. Just give me a knee brace. You know, I'm bouncing on it. Then I do a jump and I'm like, I think I'm cool. So I grabbed the knee brace, I put the knee brace on, and I literally just run out the locker room away from I'm like, no way, this is the NBA finals. This is the finals, I can't be in here. If I can put weight on it, I can play. So I grabbed their knee brace, they gave me a knee brace. I was like, I'll be fine. You know, it's nothing. My adrenaline is still flowing though. This is the NBA finals. If I can put weight on it, I can play. So I put the knee brace on, and I literally ran away from the trainer and ran back out to the court.
Now, let's clear the air straightforward. There were rumors that originated that you went and used the bathroom in the back. Based upon what you just told us, that's not true. So just answer the question straight up. Did you or did you not have to use the bathroom?
Did I or did I not? I did not have to use the bathroom. And that's the truth. So that story originated from me working the NBA finals. I was doing pregame and halftime, and people were wondering the question. People wanted to know the truth, what really happened. And I said, nothing happened. I just had to go to the bathroom. And I made the story completely up. So you know the world we live in, the internet and social media ran with it like, he went to the bathroom, pooped his pants. Bro, that don't even sound right. Like, that don't even, how the hell I'm gonna poop my pants and sit in a wheelchair? Like, Make it make sense. Like, why would I fake an injury? Why don't I just run off the court? Like, it don't even make sense, but this is what the kids want to do. It's all right. The only pooping I did was on the Lakers that year.
Now, did Kobe ever address you or tease you in regard to the wheelchair?
No, but there was some stuff said to the media, and, I just didn't pay it no mind. So it is what it is. We took home the trophy that year. End of history.
In NBA history, there have been some iconic moments in basketball games. You got obviously the wheelchair game. Another iconic moment, because my mind, is Jordan's flu game. You look at the two. Moment is more iconic.
Maybe my game, because it was the wheelchair and everybody feel like I came back from the dead. Everybody expected Jordan to be Jordan all the time, sick, one leg or not. But like to come out after like people kind of like thought it was over for you, the series was over, to come out a couple minutes later, I think it's got to be that. And to this day, Game 6 of the Lakers 2008, Game 1, will always be known as the wheelchair game. This is the last time I'm addressing this wheelchair thing. I already let y'all know what the truth is, all right? That's it, but I appreciate y'all for hearing that. Darnell, let's get out of here, man. I'm out, y'all. Holla at y'all later.
Subscribe here to get the latest from Speak, and go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.